Hey everyone, I'm Courtney from Kira, and I'm going to walk you through how to build lessons on the Kira platform. To get started, you can either jump in from the Kira homepage, where you'll find a Create Lesson that will allow you to take advantage of our AI lesson creation tools. Or if you're thinking this is something you may want to do manually and build your own lesson from the ground up, you might want to direct yourself to the Kira library. The library page is not only where you're going to find all of the lessons that you have made and that Kira or other folks have shared, but it's also the place where you'll find this purple Create button. When you click on that purple Create button, it's going to give you a drop down option where you can either select to create a lesson with AI or to build that lesson manually. Whichever one you pick, you're going to have access to the same tools in the end because we at Kira are very big fans of making sure teachers get the final say. So even if you generate with AI, you'll still have the ability to add your own text, images, videos, whatever spin you would like to take on the lesson. For our purposes, I'm going to generate a lesson with AI, and we see once we click that button that we have a few options to pick from. We can go ahead and choose different standards that we might want to use. And if there are standards you'd like to use and you don't see, you're always welcome to reach out to our team. We could generate a lesson by importing content, whether that is slides or a specific worksheet or article or web page. We can use that as the AI's jumping off point, or we can choose to write our own prompt. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and select prompt. Now, I started out as a seventh grade math teacher before moving into high school math and computer science. So I'm going to make a seventh grade math lesson, 45 minutes, concept introduction. And the concept that I want to introduce is how to write linear equations from word problems. Right in, students will read real world scenario problems and create linear equations from them, should be able to identify all important pieces of information and their purpose. Once I like that, I'm going to go ahead and click Generate Outline, and it is then going to go ahead and make an outline that is like the backbone of what the AI thinks this lesson should look like. Now, it's doing its very best here, but again, teachers always have the final say at Kira. Once this is done generating, you have the chance to go through, read through this, and make any tweaks you would like. So maybe there's a learning target that's not being hit. You can type directly into this box, you can add new lines, or you can go ahead and delete or edit things that are already there. The same is true for all of these steps. You can first of all drag and drop to rearrange the steps. You can delete the steps completely, but you can also adjust either what is said in them or add entirely new pieces. So in this example, it's going to give everyday situations, maybe about shopping or travel. I might have something else in particular that I really want the situations to be about. Again, I can type directly into the box to make that happen, adding whatever I want. Once I have made any additions, including adding any brand new steps that I may want to have, I can go ahead and click the Generate button. Now, usually clicking Generate takes a few minutes to make a high quality lesson, but in this instance, just like in a cooking show, I have already generated a lesson. So this lesson was on the same topic. It was still on writing linear equations from word problems. And we can see that the AI has gone ahead and generated me a cover image as a first step. And then it's gone ahead and started adding in content. So I have a story about Jalen and Jalen's savings towards a skateboard. I have some multiple choice questions. And again, with all of these, you have the option of editing or arranging whatever you would like. So maybe I think this little fun fact should be maybe more important than it is. I can click into that box and change the color so it stands out a little bit more. I can also drag and drop these pieces so that maybe the structure of my page is a little bit different if I want it to sit next to something or on top. We can also go ahead and add things to this page. So if you have text elements that you would like to have added, whether that is headers, titles, paragraphs, list, sequences of steps that you want students to follow, or more of those colorful callouts, they exist on the side for you to add, along with different media types, from images that you can upload or generate directly to videos, GIFs, Google Docs that embed directly in the page, whatever you would like. You also have the option to add different activities. So this activity is many multiple choice questions that we can keep adding on to. We could make this like a multi-format quiz where there are some short answer questions. We could add an essay, coding activities for the computer science teachers out there, document uploads, and coming very soon are interactive videos where you can embed videos and include forced stops where students need to check their understanding before they can continue. You can also add individual one off checks for understanding with multiple choice free response or fill in the blank. And again, all of these are fully editable by you. In addition to changing the content in a step, you also have the option of adding steps here. So maybe if there's something you feel was left out or you had a really clear vision that you want to include, you just need to click add a step and it will complete a blank one for you that you can then populate as you see fit. Once you're happy with your lesson, you'll have the ability to assign it to your students. And before you get to that point, you can also preview the lesson itself, testing the AI tutor in the corner, which will be there to support student learning, and looking through to make sure you like the layout of your activities. I hope that you'll make some amazing things. We're so excited to see what you do. Good luck getting started.